Click the arrow for, yeah, okay. Okay, hopefully everything works okay with the recording. Good evening, everyone. This is a Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for February 8th, 2024. We're called to order at 7:14 due to some technical difficulties and trying to get everything up and running. Roll call of attendance. Mary Alice is excused.
Present.
Mauger?
Present.
Litz?
Present.
Looney?
Here.
Okay, and we have one visitor. Oh, also in attendance, myself, village administrator. As far as minutes, the last agenda that I had to work from had the minutes from June 9th of 22. I know that that's not correct. I know that's not the last meeting. The minutes from the last meeting have not been tabulated. They'll be tabulated at the same time the minutes from this meeting will be. We have an administrative assistant who will take care of that for us. So we will update that. So if you want to make any notes on that. And our visitor is Scott. Yes. Scott Litz. Thanks for coming, Scott. Okay, before we get into the agenda business, I know some of us had talked about, first of all, does anybody have anything else that they want to bring up before we get into the meat of the matter, I guess?
For the June 9th, we do have those minutes.
Okay.
That was a question.
Thank you. That's fine. I know there's been meetings since then. So, and those are the ones I'm referring to. So we'll locate those. I know things have been a little bit of flux.
So we already approved June 9th.
I'm sure you probably did. Okay. It's from 22. So I'm sure that probably was addressed at the following meeting in July. So we were talking before about some of the administrative points, and I did some research into chapter 1284, and I hope that you have it. If some of those copies of the codified ordinance may or may not have them in there, but I hope they are there. But I can just tell you from 1284 administration, it talks about zoning, planning and zoning commission, and it talks about the duties thereof, and also the BZA and the duties thereof. As I mentioned to some of you at the beginning, before the meeting, that I'm a little confused maybe about the role of both of these committees. I think I understand it, but it doesn't seem to be working the way that I thought it would. Planning and zoning would be, and it spells out at 128405 how the committee is formed by the mayor, appointing 5 members who reside in the municipality, 1 member from village council, which would be Ms. McCreary, appointed by the mayor, and then 3 additional citizens to be appointed by the mayor, along with the mayor himself. So that would be the 5. Planning and Zoning Commission duties at 128407, it talks about recommending proposed zoning code. There's A through H there. Review site development plans is one of the final ones down there. But those duties are spelled out, and it references back to chapter 1240 of the zoning code. It talks about the district map, the zoning map. We did obtain 2 new zoning maps from the map room just a few weeks ago. So those are up to date. I know that was one of the things that was on the agenda previously. So all those things are spelled out there. And then we get to 128408 and it talks about the BZA, the Board of Zoning Appeals, consists of 5 members appointed by the mayor, confirmed by council. 3 members current, 3 of the current members from Planning and Zoning Commission, and 2 of the members being residents of the incorporated portion of the municipality. Members shall serve 4 years. So that, I guess that's where, if there are 2 members from, if there are two members that are the same on both of those committees, I'm not saying it can't happen, but it seems kind of unusual that if you have 5 members on each of those committees, 2 of them are the same people.
Three.
Three of them.
These 3 individuals, they're the ones that then serve on the BZA. I
Okay,
do not.
okay,
So that's the difference.
right. And the mayor does not either, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it'd be the 3 appointed and 2 others.
And
That are residents.
That are residents.
Right. Yes, sir.
Otherwise,
Yes, sir. Yeah, and to have a quorum, you have to have, I think it's 3, if I read that correctly.
and the other 2 individuals, Holly Fackler and who's
Courtney.
oh, no, is it Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I don't even know, has there been a meeting for her to attend?
She's been here 1 meeting, and that was that meeting where, you just got appointed, you were out of town, I believe.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the mayor here, and we were, scratching.
And everybody was in,
Yeah,
was the discussion on the property.
so we discussed it.
okay, all right,
Hence the confusion
Well-
of council.
I understand.
Yeah.
And so I have a better understanding now of how this works. It still seems a little,
So I can maybe jump in here
Sure.
real quick.
please,
If this is the only thing that you're looking at, which, like, I still want to talk about this, the numbering system, because it's concerning to me that this numbering doesn't line up with everything else.
Okay.
But this stops right here at this Board of Zoning Appeals, like this paragraph, it looks like.
Okay.
But I don't know, was this all that you were looking at, like just these pages? Because the section 1232 in the code has further explanation of BZA.
1232,
Yeah.
okay,
Of the zoning.
okay, and you have that,
Yeah, I've got 2 copies here and it's pulled up online.
Okay. Is it any different than what we were looking at with 1284?
It's slightly different.
Slightly more detail.
Okay,
Gives you a
All right.
little more information.
And the duties of the planning and zoning is, I don't know, it's like different wording. I think they're pretty much getting to the same point. I don't quite get why there would be these like 2 different versions of this. What seems like should be the same thing, but they're like not quite the same. It just doesn't make sense to me anymore.
I agree. So if I look at this, 1284, the dates that are on the bottom of this are 2010, 2011. I don't see any dates where ordinance were passed.
This is seems to be updated, the most recent version, where is this one?
Which one? 1232?
To ordinance 6/12/2017. I don't know about you, but when I read this, doesn't it say 2005?
Yeah, we'll keep looking at it.
So this one, 1284 passed 4/25/05. This ordinance 6/12/2017. And then on another page, 2010, 2011. So either way, this one has to be
1232.
thirty-two.
1232 does?
Correct.
Right.
Okay, so 1284 may be an old,
Let me ask you this, I don't mean to interrupt you, Randy.
I'm sorry, no.
Is this from their zoning code, this 1284?
well, I have to tell you that I've seen a couple of different versions of our zoning code. And I've tried to determine which one is the most recent by looking at the dates. And I can't tell.
Well, I don't believe anybody else here on BZA or BZA was on it when we went through and totally revamped all of them. This is miniature compared to what we had.
Right.
And it was 3 times the size.
Yeah.
And it had so many redundancies and references back to things that were no longer.
Do you
think this 1284 is basically the old defunct version?
Okay.
Okay. So this needs to be not even there.
Okay. Anything that's in 1284 has probably been put into a newer
Yes,
version.
it's been reworded. We went through and it was a year-long process.
I believe it. Oh, that's,
It was more homework than what I signed on for.
we're not going to try to do that again.
But I believe that's what this is. This is from the old zoning book.
Well, yeah, this is dated 1217 down at the bottom. So I think it's been updated since then.